16. Oh, crap. Felt pretty good this morning. Slept good. I had to sleep with that grandson of mine again. I don't know why he wanted me in there. But, I'll do anything for that baby. That's my last baby. I need to check my, but you know, this is the first morning in a while that I hadn't had that. I hate to call it morning sickness because it's like I'm pregnant or something, but of course I ain't pregnant, but no morning sickness this morning. I was slow about getting up and stuff like that. And but I didn't get sick this morning. Maybe that's a good sign. I got to call that dang doctor and see what's going on. Prick his finger and draw some. Ow, you sucker. Oh. What is it? What is it? There it is, people. Did it change yet? Oh, crap. 76 really for me, that's too low. I don't like it getting down that low. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee to try and boost that a little bit. I got some nice Italian sweet cream. Damn, that's good. The first sip every morning is always the best. I got some ideas about something. I swear some of the things I say and talk about, people around that know me, you don't need to talk about that. That's gross. And it's life, you know, it's, I don't talk about anything that's abnormal or nasty. I try to keep my cussing down. I didn't realize I cussed so much. But, anyway, today, I'm going to take it easy again today. Probably going to talk, I know what I want to talk about. I was just curious about something. And it involves pooping and toilet paper. Now, that's about as natural as it can get. Anyway, that's on the agenda. Oh, I better take my dang shot while can't forget my shot. I forgot my damn shot last night till about midnight, and I had to get up and take that dang thing and take my pills. I didn't take my pills either. You know, if I don't do it, if I don't go in this routine every day, I take a chance on not getting it done. And it's important that I take my medicine at regular. I don't need that much, 50. There we go. Ow, that didn't hurt. And that's not hurting. 50, and that's stinging a little bit. Ouch. Anyway, do I have enough in here for a shot tonight? Let me see. Turn it up to what? Oh yeah. Yeah, I still got about 50 units in there. Sometimes I see a little drop hanging on the needle there, rather than let it go to waste, I'll cam that sucker in well, like that. Make sure I get every little drop that I'm supposed to get. The sticking don't hurt. You know, it don't. Now, if I shoot myself in the daggone nipple like I did the other day, it's gonna hurt. Boy, did that hurt. Now, pills. Pills. Where's my pills at? What's today? Holy crap. Today's Tuesday and that's all I've got today. And I've got to refill my pill box. I refill my pill box once a week. Don't tell me that's gonna hang there. Yep. They're right there. Didn't go no further. I can swallow them, they're stuck right there. Usually have to go get food. Something else I want to talk about today is, and I'm guilty of this, big time. If somebody gets over on your screw about something or other, and then you get where you don't like them, then you hate them, and you carry that hate around. It's not good, folks. I did it. I did that with my mother. And she did a lot of things wrong by me. And I have to say I hated her. I didn't love her. I didn't care whether she lived or died. And she lived in Virginia. She lived in Hopewell, Virginia. She used to live here. I don't know why she moved. She moved in one of them high-rise old people's apartment buildings. And I have a brother that lives there in Hopewell too. But I should have been, I don't know how to explain it, but, well, for instance, when my wife passed away 10 years ago, my mother was here visiting, and she was over at my sister's. And I hadn't seen her the whole time she was here that time. My wife had a stroke in the hospital, and she was in a coma, and she was dying. And my mother, she never called me. She never said anything about it to me or anything, and she packed up and went back to Virginia without even trying to see me or anything. Of course, I had a lot going on, so I didn't get to get over and see her. And that hurt to the quick. And So that means I hadn't seen my mother in about 12 years. That was 10 years ago that my wife passed away, but I seen her the time before when she came to visit. But I held out against her with some other stuff I won't go into just yet, and I finally broke down and called her about a year later. Was talking to her, and she had a real sharp tongue. She didn't make no efforts to be polite if she didn't want to be. And when I called her, I mentioned Sue, and her remark right then was, "Well, you deserved it." And that was it. I hung up. That's the last time I ever talked to her. Well, I felt terrible towards her for the rest of her life. I never called her. I never sent her anything on her birthday or Mother's Day. And I felt justified in feeling the way I felt. My mother passed away about a year ago, and at that time, I really didn't give a rat's nothing, I didn't care, so what. And then I started seeing these pictures of her online, and on her deathbed, she was out of it. And the more I looked at those things, the more it bothered me. My mama was just a kid when I was born. She was 16. And she had 5 kids by the time she was 21. So, and plus my daddy was a big time alcoholic. But my heart started softening, about it. And now I meet up with guilt about not reaching out to her and just letting her say what she wanted to say and take it with a grain of salt. But I didn't do it. I would do it now if she was alive. But as bad as she was, I loved her. I didn't know it. I didn't think I did. But anyway, it is what it is. I guess what I'm trying to say is this hate stuff and not liking people, and I mean, I know it's hard to do, but you need to, somebody does something you don't like, then you don't like it, but that's no reason to hate them, because, folks, I'm going to tell you here, we all want basically the same thing. We want to be liked, we want to be loved, we want to have family and, enjoy life. We all want the same things. But if you carry that hate, it eats you up. And it did me for years. And now I should have, when Mama was spouting off with stuff at me, I said, well, I love you, Mama. I don't know how to put all that in words. And I'm usually not at a loss for words. But I love my mama now, and I wish I could tell her that. And to tell you the truth, I can't even remember the last time my mama said, I love you, son. I know she probably said it, but I don't remember any of those times. Same thing with my dad. Anyway, enough with the depressing. I don't know. Why in the hell am I telling you people that? Gosh. Anyhow, I will be back directly. I gotta get something down my throat to get them pills down there still stuck right there. And when they start to dissolve, they start to get this god-awful taste. This lady has requested to be friends on Facebook, and as you can see, she's a hottie. And I'm gonna bet you that what she's after is old men that's willing to pay her money for a little affection, or whatever else you want to call it. I'd almost bet you. She says she's 32, and we're chit-chatting right now. And I've asked her several questions. I just asked her was she Hispanic. She's she's attractive. She's a little hippie. By that I mean, kind of big thighs, and I mean she's attractive. But oh yeah, I'd say beautiful, but now she's heavy on the makeup. Looks like she's got false eyelashes on. She's got big boobs. But I'm not a big boob fan. I'm weird. I like them small. But don't none of that do me any good these days anyway. But anyway, I'm just curious to see where this is going to go. I'm going to bet you now. I just want to see if I'm right that and she hadn't answered me back. But the gist of our conversation right now is, she said, "Hello, Russell," and then "Thanks for accepting my request." And I responded back, "No problem, you're easy on the eyes." And then she comes back and says, "Can you tell me a bit more about you?" Then my turn, so let's see. And it says, then my turn, so let's see where this friendship will take us, and that's telling me something right there. And I said, sure, I am old. I'm an old fart, 76, retired, and live with my daughter and 3 grandsons, 2 cats and 2 dogs. The dogs sleep with me, been widowed for 10 years. Then she comes back, she said, well, more about me. I am single, never married, with no kids, and currently seeking for a relationship, but not rushing myself. I'm 5'8", with an athletic build, or it says not with an, it says with a athletic build, physically fit, warm, caring, honest, good listening, and a positive period. I said, how old are you? Look Hispanic and and I spell it wrong, I meant to say, but it says, you're very beautiful. She says, thank you. I am 32 years old. And I said, wow, I was thinking younger. That means you were born around 1986. She says, yes. And I say, that is the year my 14-year-old son passed away, November 14th, 1986. And she says, oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. And I said, are you Hispanic? She says, well, I have a diverse background too. My dad's us while my mom from Australia. I'm the only child of my parents. I grew up mainly in Australia. My dad passed on. Mother had to remarry. Too bad, she married the wrong guy. My stepfather is a drunkard, and I suspect he used drugs also. Twice he attempted to rape me. Thanks heaven he did not succeed. When I told Mother about it, she didn't believe me, and both of them started intimidating me in the house. So I came down to USA because I had a job offer, more so to stay with my grandma. She spelled it Groundma before she passed away late last year. So ever since then, I'm alone. Now I'm gonna respond back. I'm gonna say, wow, exclamation point. That is a lot of information. Now, what I was writing back is, I said, wow, there's a lot of information, some good and some not so good. I have a question. Why are you interested I have a question. Why are you interested in befriending old man like me. Now I'm gonna send that. We'll see what she says. I know what she wants. She's a hottie. You know, I'm not interested in sex anymore, and 'cause everything's broke. And I mean, you know what? When your libido's gone, and by that I mean your sex drive or whatever you want to call it, when that's gone, it kind of makes life a lot simpler. But then every once in a while you miss it. You know, I miss my wife laying there next to me. I wish the closeness. I wish just feeling the warmth and stuff. And sometimes I wonder, maybe I'll just find me a woman and pay her to just spend the night with me in the bed, and no sex, cause I can't anyway, and just, I don't know, just have that closeness or something. It's I can't explain it, but that I miss that. Of course, my wife was there for 48 years, and she was always there. And she hasn't responded back yet. Okay, she responded back. She said, "Just let me say, my first conversation with you made such a big impression on me. You are so sweet, sounded to caring. A person who not thinks of himself first. You don't sound to be rude or into himself." Okay. How do I respond to that? Well, thank you. Alright, I'm saying, well, thank you. How do I respond to that? Let me turn this camera off a minute. Okay, I'm just responding back to that. Well, thank you. Do you live in Florida? And the way she says she's from Australia. Australia is English. She looks Hispanic, and the way she's writing this out, like, just let me say, my first conversation with you made such a big impression on me. You are so sweet, should say sounding, but the way she's got it, you are so sweet sounded, S-O-U-N-D-E-D. So she's saying, so sweet sounded to caring. A person who not thinks of himself first. You don't sound to be rude or into himself. Now, the way she's writing all this stuff out, the English, the grammar is wrong, and this is tipping me off. This may not even be her that we see the pictures are. This sounds like it's some guy in Africa somewhere trying to play an old man. And that's my thoughts on that right now. That's what it's saying, because all through this thing her English is not, and I wanted to ask her what her first language was. Was it English or something else? But I can tell by the way she's writing this stuff out, English is not her first because a lot of people that first language is something other than English, when they come up with this English stuff, they like one guy on YouTube that he's foreign and his first language is something else, and he was saying he was going to go see if he could find this other place, and he said, I'm going to see if I can find it. So that they make mistakes like that, and this person is doing the same thing. So I'm saying right now, this is a guy and trying to get me to send him money, or in this case, he thinks her. Well, see, of course, she's a hottie. She's a hottie. I wonder why when men get old, they still like young women. You would think they would adapt and like the older women, but I mean, I like older women, but ooh, I like young. I mean, let's be honest, the younger women are more attractive than the older women, but that's not the older woman's fault. A younger man is more attractive than an older man. Well, I wonder if she's going to respond back. Well, she still hasn't responded back to my well, thank you, do you live in Florida? And my next response to her, whatever she said, I'm going to ask her, I'm going to tell her I'm a little suspicious of her not being who she says she is. I said I want to continue the friendship, but first send me a snapshot of you holding a little piece of paper in front of you with my name on it. I'm going to give her a name to put on it and send that picture to me. If she can do that, then I'll know she's real. We'll see. Why do I enjoy this? I love catching them trying to pull shit on me like that. My grandson just come in here and handed me a piece of paper, because sometimes I'm hard of hearing when he's talking to me. Can you read that? It says, can I have glazed lemon cream cake, please? He's always writing me notes. I told him, yeah. Well, so much. Ooh, I can't show that. Well, here's another one. Trying to get money. She's a cutie, but I doubt that that's who I'm really looking at there. I finally. She says, you are not old fart. I did see your profile on Facebook. I see you are lost your wife. Isn't it 10 years ago? Oh, that was a long time ago. So you were not taking up since then? And of course, here's some nice little boob shots and stuff. And there you go with some of my pics. And then I responded back. This figures. I already see through you like a piece of glass. Have a nice day, sir. And it comes back, what you mean by what you said last? Your English sucks, and you're most likely sitting in some other country somewhere and trying to figure out some way to scam this old man out of money. You're most likely black and a man. And she's comes back, you are just having other mind towards me. You dumb shit. I think this is so funny. This one's even more phony than the other lady, or guy, or whoever. So, and this one here, she ain't come back. Oh well. Does people actually fall for this? I mean, God, how can you... I don't know. I can't believe any man, any grown, mature man my age or anywhere around my age would fall for this crap. I mean, jeez. Give me up. And the internet's full of them. Full of them. And she's got, I don't know if you can see that or not, but look at the shot of them boobs she's got there, you know, she's got. That's supposed to suck me in, I guess. Of course, I would prefer them much smaller. I'm a little, well, I already said it. Anyway. Oh, there's another one on there too, but I won't even go there. Holy crap. This is so funny. Oh, well. She's not going to respond back. She knows I done he, she, whatever. Alright, I ain't gonna talk about toilet paper thing today. I got looking at these people that try to scam old men. So I started videoing, and I think I'm gonna put that on my YouTube thing. Gosh, I can't believe old men actually fall for that stuff. Somebody must fall for it, or they wouldn't be out there doing what they're doing. I can't believe they fall for that. Lord have mercy. And anyway, that little statement I made a while ago about just being able to snuggle up to somebody, I snuggle up to my grandson, you know. That's why I don't mind going in there sleeping with him when he wants me to come there and sleep with him. Snuggle up and feel that. Usually he sleeps with his head at the other way, and you wind up getting kicked in the neck, and the arm, the chest, and the face if you don't wash it. But I love him so much. He's my baby. Daggone it. And he's growing up. He's 9. And pretty soon I ain't gonna have no babies in the house. Daggone it. And I ain't done raising kids yet. I don't know why that is. I love them. I don't know why I love kids so much. That's really weird. And even, sometimes people would look at me funny, thinking, why do you like to be around kids so much? You know, and then they're thinking, maybe you're a pervert. I know what they're thinking. Like that time I was at the park with my grandson, my 9-year-old, and I had my camera and I was videoing him and stuff, but somebody called the police. Because I was sitting there with no kids sitting around me, and I was videoing my grandson. And police come over there and was talking to me and stuff. They didn't accuse me of anything, but I said, well, that's my grandson over there. Then they looked and they said, oh, the little black kid. And I said, well, he ain't black, he ain't white, but that's my baby. And so, you know, I like being around kids. They're so damn fresh and just full of life, and you never know what they're gonna say or do, and it kind of helps, keeps me young in my mind. I don't know, but I don't mind being around kids. I sure hate to see this last one grow up. Wow. Anyway, that's me. That's me. Okay.